you, welcome to the Making of Brainwash. Check out the studio. Yep, old school, hey? Meet Rowan, my producer, audio whiz, and fly killer par excellence. See the headphones? That's my spot. Well, are you disappointed that I'm not there? Wait a second. Oh, here I come.
Generosity says, even if I don't understand or like what is happening, you are doing the very best you can right now.
Hey folks, I just got back from the full day of recording at the studio, 8 hours, and I just thought I'll share a bit of it with you. Now, I think that all of us should mandatorily do stuff like this in school, because what it does is it really brings home to you the kind of work that musicians and actors and all these other people do for us, and we never have any clue whatsoever. I mean, obviously we do know when you see the bleeper reel, for example, at the end of a movie, that people had to take more than one take. But I think if you knew, like, oh my god, sometimes there's a clicking sound from your chair, so you have to do a retake, or you stumble like I just did, you have to do a retake, or you suddenly start speaking like this and it's a bit too quick, you have to do a retake. There's so many reasons why you have to do a retake, and I have a fantastic producer, Rowan, and he is more than just a producer. He really makes sure that he keeps me on track, even from an acting perspective. So for example, if the feel, the way, the inflection and all of that doesn't match, if I go in and out of characters, if my accents change too wildly, because they sometimes do that, he really keeps me on track and helps me. And I mean, it's really unbelievable. 8 hours and we're not even halfway through. And it's 8 really focused hours. It's not the same as, you know, if you're sitting at an office, for example, you have to concentrate for sure, but it's not with the same intensity for those 8 hours, because you do things that you're really used to doing. So a part of your brain can kind of comfortably take over, while another part of your brain can kind of chill out, right? Because it's a routine. With this kind of work, it's really not the case. And I'm just glad, you know, I thought back and I was like, my god, about 12 years ago, this would have freaked me out completely. And I'm sure that the production would have taken me probably 3 or 4 times as long as it will take now, simply because I've become more confident and don't freak out every time I make a mistake. And I think, you know, it's actually that I did the stuff that I talk about in Brainwash that really helps to keep you cool, you know. And also you kind of have to be really confident if you hear your voice all day long with another human being sitting there judging what every sentence, every word, you know. It's weird, like sometimes in daily life we drop just, you know, single letters and we don't notice that, or we pronounce stuff weirdly in the middle and we don't even know that, you know. It's so fascinating. But once you get yourself recorded for all these hours, you notice all the mistakes we make in daily life that never get noticed otherwise. So yeah, that's me. I just wanted to give you a live update of how I feel and what's been going on. So what we've been doing today is we basically got days 1 through 19 in the initial first recording, and while I was going along I was doing corrections. So for example, if I knew that I stumbled, I would retake it immediately. However, there are things that you can't pay attention to, that, for example, even a door outside, somebody slams a door outside, I don't hear it in the studio, Rowan does, he catches it, so I have to retake it anyway, although everything I did was perfectly fine. And after that, what we did was going over the material and just really kind of doing quality control, as Rowan calls it, and really making sure that we fix all these errors. I'm not quite sure if we'll get through everything today and tomorrow, and I'm not just saying it to make it more interesting or to bring a little bit more suspense in. I'm actually not sure if we'll make it, so we'll see. I hope so. but it will be a long day of recording tomorrow, and then I'll immediately jump on the bus, go to Switzerland, get out, sleep maybe 1 or 2 hours, and then go to the bank. But there you go, I knew what I was doing and I'm excited by it. I hope it shows. Cheers, guys. Hey folks, I just wanted to tell you about an unexpected side effect of a recording brainwash for you guys. And so today I'm sitting at the office and I'm feeling like a Spider-Man, and it's just like, you don't feel like Spider-Man every day, right? So that's kind of weird, and I'm like, what's going on? Until I noticed that the thing that's different today compared to most other days is that I seem to have like this sense of hearing that's amazing, right? So the moment that somebody dropped a spoon like 2 or 3 offices, further down, and I'm just like, oh, spoon? And I kept hearing like the swallowing sounds of the person who was sitting next to me, and I'm just like, whoa! This time at the studio, where when you're recording stuff, you really want to make sure that you don't make any noises, because that just means that the moment you make any weird noises, or the chair creaks, or you swallow weirdly or something like that, my wonderful producer Rowan has to cut it out, right? And that means it costs more. So I was like really attuned to these noises, trying to make sure that these things don't happen. So now I actually accidentally brainwash myself this weekend. So that's a little bit of more evidence that the stuff that I talk about in that book actually works. All right, see you guys later.